Okay, beautiful people. We're starting out in a child's pose. So sit on your feet, walk your hands out away from your hips, while keeping your hips nice and grounded. And come on down. Big breath here. Just giving yourself a little time to transition. Big inhales. Big exhales. Find a lot of expansive movement across your rib cage as you breathe. And then feel that same movement in your low back. You can kind of feel it spreading open and contracting with your breath. Feel your face relaxing, okay? Any tension in your body. You're just imagining that it's melting off of you with each breath. This could be physical tension. Could also be any kind of emotional tension left over from your day. Just let your whole self relax, okay? Even to the point where you don't even feel like you need to control your thoughts. And you're able to just let them flow freely and blow around like clouds while you attend to what's happening right now. Your breath and sensations in your body. From your child's pose, start to walk your hands out away from your hips, but still keep your hips grounded. So as you look forward at your hands, think of pressing down in your fingertips and lifting your palms, okay? The tiger claw, strong hand. And with your inhale, think of pulling yourself up through hands and knees. Keep that pull back feeling on your hands as you lift your heart up and forward, almost like you're trying to pull it between your arms. Okay, keep your belly button lifting in while you do that so your low back is safe. And then with your exhale, just press it back to your child's. And we'll do that a few more times. Okay, inhaling, pull it up to your cow pose. You're gonna arch your spine, sending your heart forward, lifting the belly button too. And exhale to roll it back to your child's pose. So you're feeling a lot of movement in your spine as you extend and then flex your spine. Notice the rib cage kind of rolling open forward on the inhale, and the rib cage kind of closing up on the exhale. Let's play around a little bit with this. So come up to your cow pose on your inhale. You've come up to your hands and knees and arched your spine. With your exhale here, press your hips up and back. You can tuck your toes. Okay, downward facing dog. Inhale back to that cow pose, heart forward. And then exhale again, back up to downward facing dog. You can keep your knees really bent, okay, if you need to. So let's do that a few times, okay? Again, still arching the spine and then rounding it into a more flexed or neutral shape too in your downward facing dog. So maybe 3 more like this. Building warmth in your joints and space in your torso. 2 more. Last one. Nice. And next time you come up and back to your downward facing dog, hold it right here. And again, you can keep your knees really bent, so don't feel like you need to straighten them, but try walking it out. You drop one heel, pick the other one up. Okay, roll your shoulders around. Shake your head, yes, and no. All right, and we're just gonna get a little bit twisty and a little bit of flow just to kind of warm you up. So inhaling here, get that right leg up and out behind. With your exhale, draw your right knee forward, plant your right foot outside your right hand. So in a lunge here, take your time. You can drop the back knee if you ever need to just kind of take a break or you need this to be a lot more gentle. Just bring the back knee down. Okay, if the back knee up is fine, go ahead and stick with it. And then inhale here, sweep your right arm up, twisting your torso up and open. With your exhale, reach that right arm underneath your left. So you're trying to reach as far as you can. Okay, bend that left elbow, reach. Inhale, reach it up and open, twist. And exhale, reach it under. Nice, we're gonna do it one more time and hold it. Come on up and breathe. Now remember to give the floor some nice push down here. So you're pushing down in your legs. Okay, you're pulling your knees in toward each other slightly. You're looking up maybe. Okay, maybe one more big breath in your twisted lunge. Kind of spreading open your torso here, massaging your spine. And with your exhale, bring it down. We're dropping that right foot back to the floor. Inhale here, get that right leg up and out behind you. And exhale, drop the right foot next to the left. Okay, we'll keep warming it up with a little vinyasa before we go to the next side. So here we go. Inhaling, move your heart forward. You can find a plank pose. Now remember that your plank pose can always be knees down, and it's still a plank. Okay. With your exhale, walk to your hands and bend your knees as you fold. Okay, bend your knees, drop your hips here, and inhale your hands up to a chair pose, Utkatasana. So you drop as low as you'd like to go. Exhale, bend your elbows and drop them down your back. Make a cactus pose as you drop a little lower. Pull those knees in toward each other. Okay, inhale all the way up to standing here. Think of lifting your heart, maybe a teensy tiny back bend. With your exhale, hinging at your hips, bring it all the way down. Inhale here, look halfway up. Think of unrolling your spine to look forward. You can bend your knees also. And with your exhale, fold deeply. Hug your legs in. All right, palms are down here. Inhale, walk it back to a plank. Send those feet out there. Remember, you can use your knees, okay? And with your exhale, come halfway down. Pull your elbows into your ribs. Knees are available if you need them. Little challenge. Inhale all the way up to your plank. And then exhale this time all the way down. Think of slowly lowering yourself toward the floor. Okay, warming your arms up. With your inhale, cobra, drop your tailbone into the floor. Pull that heart up to the ceiling. And with your exhale, tuck your toes and come on up and back to downward facing dog. So you can come up through your hands and knees, or you can come up through a plank. And I'll meet you in your down dog. Walk it out. Walk those heels out, shake your head, roll your shoulders. Okay, and let's get a little twisty on the left side here. So inhaling, left leg up and out behind you. Exhale, left knee forward. Go ahead and drop that foot outside your hands. So here in your lunge, you know you can drop the back knee at any time. We do want legs pushing the floor down gently and pulling in toward each other slightly. And then we're ready to twist. Inhaling the left hand up. Go ahead and look up at your hand. And with your exhale, left hand dives underneath that right side. Okay, you can bend that right elbow, maybe reach a little further. Again, inhale, reach it up. Slide your chest open. And exhale, reach it under. Okay, just revolving that rib cage. One more time, big breath in, reach it up. And hold, friends, breathe. Push the floor down slightly. Pull the knees inward. Make sure both shoulders are strong and both elbows are bent. One more nice breath. And let it go. Left hand down under left shoulder. Inhaling here, left leg up and out behind for three-leg dog. And exhale, drop that left foot next to the right, back in downward facing dog. So if you want to break here, you could take a little child's pose and we'll meet again when we get back to downward facing dog. But we'll take a little vinyasa before we keep going. Just like we did before. Inhaling here, heart forward to plank. And exhale, walk to your hands and fold. You can bend those knees. Bend your knees here, drop your hips nice and low, coming up to your chair pose on your inhale. Pull those knees toward each other. Exhale, cactus arms, drop those elbows as you drop your hips even lower. Inhale all the way up to standing here. Lift that heart. And exhale, hinging at your hips, fold it. Halfway up on your inhale, look forward. Put your weight in your toes. And with your exhale, fold it all the way down. Palms are down here. Inhale back to your plank. And exhale halfway down. Use those knees for this challenge if you need it. Inhale all the way up to your plank. Nice and slow. And exhale all the way down this time. Inhale for your cobra. Lift your heart. Point that tailbone down. And exhale, downward facing dog. Walk it out, beautiful people. So I'd like to build a little bit of flow with you. Okay. And we can start with that twisted lunge. So inhaling here, right leg up and out behind. Exhale here, right foot forward between your hands. Drop the hips into your lunge. Inhaling here, right hand up. Exhaling here, right hand down. Okay, pause. We're gonna lift the hips or lift your hands. Inhaling here, all the hands up. So a crescent lunge. Okay, exhale here. Drop that left heel and turn out to the side. Warrior two. Okay, hold right here. I'll spin around to meet you. Warrior two, let's get the legs strong and warm. So check out the right knee. Okay, make sure you're pressing into it. Pressing down into the heel, the right heel, and you're not letting your knee go past your heel. So think of that knee kind of pressing down to the floor. Okay, hips and shoulders facing out to the side, and you've got those shoulders nice and low down your back. So strong legs, push the floor, pull them in toward each other, and maybe sink a little lower into that right hip, if you dare. All right, nice work in your warrior two. Getting the legs nice and warm. One more big breath in here. And we're letting it go. So exhale, all hands down inside the right foot, left heel up. With your inhale, right leg up and out behind you, three-leg dog. And exhale, right foot down. Downward facing dog. Let's go straight to the other side, okay? Inhaling here, left leg up. Exhale, left foot forward. Drop the foot by your hands. Okay, drop those hips nice and low. Inhale for your twisted lunge, left hand up. Exhale, left hand down. Now here's where we transition to a crescent lunge. Inhaling here, all your hands up. And exhale, warrior two. Drop the right heel, turn out to the right. I'll spin around to face you again. Okay, warriors. Warriors can be gentle and fierce at the same time. So you're finding just how much Do you need to push down into the floor and pull the legs inward while still being a little bit soft? Check the left knee, make sure it's over its heel. Okay, it's pointing at its toes. The shoulders are down the back. Breathe. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana. You can gaze out over the left fingers. You can come out by lifting your hips, or you can drop a little lower if you dare. Very nice. One more breath here in your warrior pose. Okay, fierce and gentle all at the same time. And then we're letting it go. Drop your hands under your shoulders inside the left foot. The right heel comes up. And inhaling here, left leg up and out behind for 3-leg dog. Exhale here, right foot or left foot down next to the right. Downward facing dog. Let's go straight to the right and add something else. So just like we did before, we'll add something else on to the right side flow. You'll see what I mean. Inhaling here, right leg up and out behind. Exhale, right foot forward. Plant the right foot outside your right hand. Lunge. Inhale, twisted lunge. Right hand up, looking up. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, crescent lunge. All the hands up. Nice. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale here, you're going to straighten out that front leg and slide the left hand down your back. Reverse triangle, okay? Now pause here in your reverse triangle. I'm going to spin to face you. Now you might want to step your back foot a little bit forward, okay? Warrior 2 usually has a really wide stance, right? You might want to shorten the distance between your feet because I want to flow and move a little bit with you here. So take a big breath in here with me. Reverse triangle. You're reaching that right hand over your head. Okay, with your exhale, come up through center and slide that right hand down your right shin. Okay, left hand up. Let's move a little bit like that. Inhale here, reverse triangle, left hand down, right hand up. Okay, all your feet or toes are still pointed out in the front here. And exhale through center, back to your triangle pose. Let's do it one more time. Inhale here, reverse triangle. And exhale, triangle pose. Hold here in your triangle pose and breathe. So you're grabbing somewhere on your right leg. It could even be the knee. And yes, you can put a bend in the knee at any time. Even if you can extend your knee in a triangle pose, I'd rather you keep a little soft micro bend in it. Okay, check to make sure your right toes are pointing forward. Your left toes are pointed forward-ish. Okay, they're a little bit cocked forward. And you feel a lot of length on all the sides of your torso. So if everything's going great here and you feel pretty good about it, you're going to pull your belly button into your spine and start to press your hips out in the direction that you're looking. So over to the left side of your space. Breathe. Maybe even send that left hand reaching over your head to the right. Triangle pose, Trikonasana. Think of pressing your feet into the floor and pulling them together here. Powerful stretch in that left side of your body. One more big breath here in your triangle pose. And with your exhale, we're letting it go. Go ahead and drop your hands to the floor. You can bend the right knee, hands down under your shoulders. Left heel is up. And with your inhale, 3-leg dog, right leg up and out behind you. And exhale, right foot down. Next to the left, back in downward facing dog. Ready to do the other side? Here we go. Inhaling here, left leg up and out behind. Exhale, left foot forward, plant it in a lunge. Twisted lunge on your inhale, left hand up. Exhale, left hand down. Transitioning to a crescent lunge. Inhale, crescent, all the hands up. Exhaling, warrior 2. Okay, now pause here. Extend extend that left leg and slide the right hand down your right leg. Extended triangle. And I'll spin around to face you. Okay, now maybe you want to step the back foot forward in a little bit so your feet aren't so wide, but all the toes are still pointed at the front of your space. The left toes point to the front of your space, the right toes do too. Okay. All right, so from here we're going to flow. So inhale here, reverse triangle. Left hand reaches up. Exhale, left hand slides down that left leg. Right hand up. Triangle pose. Let's do it again. Inhale, reverse triangle. Lengthen that whole left side. Exhale, triangle pose. Coming through center. Opening up the right side. One more, friends. Big breath in. Reverse. And big exhale. Triangle. And pause here. Your triangle pose. Okay. So remember your strong legs. Your feet are pulling in toward each other. Really rock your legs here. Sometimes they want to get lazy. So put them on the clock. Okay. Think of pointing your tailbone at your right foot and lengthening your torso on all sides. You might put more bend in your left knee to make it easy. Even if you can extend it, keep a micro bend, please. And if all is going well, you can press your hips over to the right. Breathe deeply as you pull the belly button in, press the hips away into that right hip. One more big breath here in triangle pose. And let it go. Bend that left knee, all hands down inside that left foot. Right heel is up. And with your inhale, three-leg dog. Left leg up and out behind. Exhale here, downward facing dog. Okay. Take a few breaths here, walk your heels out. Maybe even take a little child's pose and take a break if that is in order. But take some more breaths before we keep going. Really pushing the floor away from you, okay? Think of a small bit of suction in the center of each palm and the center of each foot. Okay, let's keep going, friends. Inhale here, right leg up and out behind. Exhale, right foot forward. Pause in your lunge. Inhale, reach up to twist, right hand up. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, crescent lunge, all the hands up. Exhale, warrior two, dropping the back heel, opening up to the left. Okay, inhale here, extended triangle, reaching the right hand up, sliding the left hand down. Exhale here, triangle pose, sending that right hand forward, the left hand up. Now here, we're gonna need to bend the right knee and step the left foot forward a bit. Okay, so go ahead and bend the left knee, bend the right knee, step the left foot forward, and find a place out in front of the right foot to put your fingertips. Okay, and then as you're ready, you're gonna launch that left leg up into the air for a half moon, okay? And if you run into the wall like I do, you're gonna need to back it up, okay? I'll spin it around too. So, half moon pose, Ardachandrasana. You want your hips and shoulders stacked, left over right. However, if it's just not gonna happen today, go ahead and put all your fingers down and just keep the leg up in the air, okay? So find a way to make it work for you. You can also bend the right knee a lot, but breathe. Wherever you are in your half moon is perfect. If you're having a good time and you're breathing. So strong belly, I want you to use your core strength to hold up this heavy left leg. It's quite heavy. And if you're feeling great and your challenge level is pretty manageable, you can play around with floating those right fingers up off the floor. It's really up to you. Or you can keep just one fingertip down. Sometimes that makes a big difference. Cultivating some nice standing strength in this right leg. All right, one more big breath in here in your half moon. And then to let it go, you're going to exhale. Drop that left foot behind you. Drop the hands down onto your shoulders. And hey, we're back in a lunge. Inhaling here, right leg up and out behind, 3-leg dog. And exhale, right foot down. Downward facing dog. Ready for the other side, half moon. Lock it out. Shake it off. We can do this. Here we go. Inhaling here, left leg up and out behind. Exhale, left knee forward. Plant the foot in your lunge. Inhale, twist. Reach up with the left hand, look up. Exhale, left hand down. Prepare for crescent lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, all hands up. Exhale, warrior two. Turn out to the right. Okay, drop the right heel. Inhale, extended reverse triangle. We're going to straighten the front leg. Drop the right hand down the right leg, and that left hand comes overhead. With your exhale, triangle pose all the way up and all the way through as the left hand slides down. The left leg, right hand up. Now pause here. Bend that left knee. Step the right foot a little closer, and it's time to get the left fingers on the ground, preparing for takeoff. As you're ready, you'll get that right leg up in the air and hold and breathe. Okay, half moon pose. Challenging, but you can modify by bending the left knee and or putting all your hands down. Just getting the leg up in the air. Breathe. Use your core strength here. Your right leg needs to be kind of plugging into your body, so feel strong in the leg. Long in your spine. And if you want to play around with challenge, you can start floating those left fingers up off the floor for extra challenge. Sometimes one finger on the floor is just the right amount of challenge. One more breath here, yogis, in your half moon pose, Ardachandrasana. Powerful leg strengthener. And with your exhale, come on down. Okay, drop your fingers under your shoulders. Drop that right foot. You're back in a lunge. Inhaling here, left leg up and out behind. Exhale, left foot down, downward facing dog. Whew. Walk it out. Okay. We're gonna keep going. Okay. Stick with me. You can always take a break and you can always modify. Inhaling here, right leg up behind. Exhale, right foot forward, lunge. Inhale, right hand up, twist. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten that right leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Now bend the front knee, step the back foot a little closer. Inhale, half moon. Now check this out. Exhale, face your upper body and your hips toward the floor. Keep the left leg back. You're in a warrior pose. Breathe. Open your arms wide. You can send them forward if you like. Warrior three, keep breathing. Really, wherever your arms want to be is great, okay? You can send them out, to the side, back, even behind you. But those hips and shoulders are always level, okay? The back leg is long and strong, and the grounded leg can do the bending to make this easier. You can always put your fingers down. Whew, some nice challenge here. Let's take one more big breath in. And then exhale here, drop your hands to the floor. Drop your head. Whew. Take a moment, okay? We're continuing to allow the back of the right leg to stay open. We're keeping the left leg in the air. We're also keeping the hips and shoulders level with the ground. your standing split. Hold and breathe. Can you walk your hands really close to your right foot? Can you get your head really close to your right knee? Excellent work here. Maybe one more breath in your standing split. And then let it go this way. Okay, drop your left foot to the floor behind you. Okay, come down with that left knee. We're going to take a pigeon pose from here while this right leg is nice and warm. So walk your right foot over to the left and drop that right knee, okay, into your pigeon posture. But you know we want to take a little time. We don't just want to rush down. So stay upright for a bit, please, in your pigeon. Make sure your hips are level with the mat for one thing. Okay, make sure the top of the left foot, that's the back foot, is on the floor. So your hip is internally rotating there. And you can add more external rotation in your right hip, okay, by moving the right foot away from you. You'll move deeper into the stretch, into the posture that way. If you need to back out a little bit, you just take your right foot very close to your hips and you can almost sit on it. Okay, so once you've fine-tuned where you'd like to be in this pigeon posture, then is the time to start walking your hands out. And come down to your elbows and hang your head. But just breathe here. Think of gently pressing the floor away with your legs. So just the smallest amount of resistance can really be quite effective. Maybe coming down to your elbows, maybe coming down to your forehead. Continue to gently resist the floor with your legs, and that's going to give you the release in the right places, okay? That right outer hip, the right glute, your low back, the front of the left hip, okay? Maybe you could activate your left glutes a little bit more and get that nice left hip opening. And pigeon posture. It's a really nice time to just keep your legs active and let your upper body relax. Okay, your lower body is doing everything that it needs to do. Let your forehead be heavy on the ground. Let your shoulders melt. How about one more big breath here in your pigeon pose? And we're bringing it back up, friends. Take your time. Hands back on the floor underneath your shoulders. Tuck the left toes, hover the left knee. And let's see if we can get the right leg up and out behind. So big 3-leg dog. Inhale the right leg up. And exhale the right foot down, downward facing dog. Walk it out a little bit. All right, notice how the backs of your legs feel. How do your shoulders feel? How's that right hip feeling? Okay, we're gonna do all that on the other side. Are you ready? Remember, you can take breaks. Remember, you can modify. Here goes. Piece it all together. Inhaling here, left leg up and out behind. Exhale, left foot forward. Drop it outside your left hand, lunging. Twisted lunge on your inhale, left hand up. Back down to your lunge on your exhale. Crescent lunge on your inhale, bring it up. Warrior two, exhale. Reverse triangle, extend that front leg as you inhale. Triangle pose on your exhale, right hand up, left hand down. Now bend that left knee, sneak the right foot forward, and inhale up into a half moon. Come on up, half moon, lift that right leg. Now we're transitioning to warrior three. So as you exhale, just turn to face the floor with your upper and your lower body. Okay, keep the right leg in the air and pause to breathe. You can have all your hands out to the side. You can have them forward. You can even put them down if you need to. But in warrior three, you're challenging yourself to use your strong back body to lift everything up away from the floor. You can bend the left knee a lot. You can bend the left knee just a little, but keep that left quad active, the front of the thigh. Breathe, warrior three. Gentle and fierce warrior at the same time. All right, warriors, maybe one more big breath right here. And then we're transitioning to a standing split. So drop your hands under your shoulders and then walk them very close to your left foot, keeping that right leg in the sky. Okay, breathe here. Drop your head. Continue to push the floor away with your left leg, okay? But feel free to bend it to make this a little more gentle. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Could you get your forehead very close to your left leg? Maybe one more big breath here in your standing split, warming your legs, strengthening your legs, opening them up. And then we're letting it go. Go ahead and drop the right toes behind you. Drop the right knee. We're headed to that pigeon pose now. So walk the left foot to the right and drop the left knee. Okay, we made it. Take your time. Level your hips. Internally rotate the right hip so the top of the right foot is on the floor. Okay, move the left foot closer to your hips to make it easier. Move the left foot further away to get more into your outer hip and your glute. Okay, when you're ready, then you start to come down. Okay, giving yourself time in the posture, just settling in, so important. Remember to keep your legs active. Okay, you're still gently pressing the floor away from you to get the most effective active stretch here. Feel free to come all the way down with your forehead to the floor. Okay, keep your legs active. See if you could really activate that right glute. Okay, and that'll allow the tissue on the front of the hip to let go. Soften your shoulders here. Soften everything that you don't need to work right now. Soften your jaw, your hands. Now take your time. We're going to come back up out of this. So there's no rush. Coming back on your hands. Tuck the right toes. Hover that right knee. And we are magically set up to come up through a 3-leg dog. So with your inhale, left leg up and out behind you. And exhale, left foot down, downward facing dog. Okay, walk it out. This is our last downward facing dog of this practice. So notice maybe the heels come more readily to the floor. We have some more spaciousness behind the legs and around the shoulders. All right, as you're ready, walk your feet all the way to your hands and enjoy a nice forward fold here. You can really bend your knees if you like. You can even grab your calves, one in each hand, and hug your legs close to you. And feeling some nice opening across the back of your body, back of your neck, your hamstrings. And if it feels good, you can press down into one heel more than the other and straighten one leg more. But try to keep a little bend in each knee so that they never lock out, okay? We don't want to lock the joints, but it is nice to extend the knees a little extra here. Okay, from here, put your fingertips down on the floor just so that you can shimmy your feet apart from each other. And you can take them wider than your hips are, definitely, maybe even as wide as your mat is, with your toes turned out slightly, and then you'll start to drop your hips down low into a squat, okay? Malasana Squat. So I'll turn to face you so that you can see that the hips are really kind of sinking low, but they're not all the way on the floor, and the legs are active. So it's kind of easy, especially for me. I get a little lazy in my legs here, and I just kind of plop down, but I don't want you to plop. I want you to actively push into your legs and notice how different that feels, okay? Now your elbows might come out in front of your shins, and that is good. But what if you played with putting your elbows between your knees and pushing the knees apart from each other? Play with that here. Keep pushing the ground away from you. It should be really nice in your low back and your hips. So you can stay here and you can come out at any time, lifting your hips or dropping your hips to the floor. Or you can play a little bit. We can get a little deeper into the hips. So you can take this left hand over to the left. You can cross the left shoulder in front of the left knee and the right arm up, okay? And then if you wanted to, you could take your left arm behind your knee and your right arm behind your back, and they might find each other. But breathe here wherever you are. Keep pushing the floor. Squeezing that knee towards your body. Okay, powerful hip opener, low back opener. Maybe one more breath here. We'll let go of that side. Switching to the right now. Try hooking that right shoulder in front of the right knee. Right arm reaches out to touch the floor over there on the right. And then left arm up. Keep the legs actively pushing down. Maybe right hand reaches behind your back, and maybe left hand does too. Just try it out. Breathe and push the floor wherever you are. All right, one more big breath in right here. And then let it go. Okay, walk all your hands out in front of you and drop your head. Allow your spine to just round here. You can think of gently pushing the floor still with your hips. Okay, from here, you might just be able to sit your hips down on the floor. Okay, behind you, and shake your legs out from here. Okay, you may want to lean back and really shake your legs out after that. Okay, excellent work, yogis. let's come all the way down to the floor. So you can roll yourself down and drop your hands by your hips. Bring your feet up close by your hips. And we'll start just rolling your spine up and down. So big breath in, rolling your spine up off the floor, keeping your knees moving toward each other, please. And then exhale, roll your hips down. Again, inhale, roll it up. And exhale, roll it down. Now you keep going just like this, okay? Make sure your chin stays away from your chest, please. So you're always pointing your nose up to keep the back of your neck long. And your knees are always moving inward. Now I'm going to give you something you can play around with. If you're interested in back bends, or you feel like you might be interested in back bends in the future, or if you just want to play around with something different, here's what we can try. Next time your hips come down, just pause there, just rest them for a moment. And then take your hands up. You can point your palms up at the ceiling so that your fingers point back to the back of your space, palm up, okay? And then you're just gonna take your fingers and put them on the floor behind you so that your palms face away from you now. And then you can walk your fingers by your shoulders so that your palm faces down on the floor. Your fingers are pointing back at you and your elbows point up, okay? So I hope that made sense. It was kind of a complicated way to say it. Maybe I made it more complicated than it needed to be. But your elbows point up, your hands are by your shoulders, palm down, fingers kind of tucked under your shoulders. And so now you can add this to your bridge pose called a bridge push-up. So with your inhale, you're lifting your hips into your bridge. At the top of that, you can pause, but keep breathing and push the floor away from you, lifting your upper body, and then coming right back down to finish the exhale of your bridge. So you'll inhale up, push the floor away, exhale down, just the way you came in, okay? So try that a few times, okay? Bridge push-up, kind of a challenge for your upper body. And it's preparing you for getting up in a really strong, supported way where you are in control, okay? Now, maybe you practice just this today, or maybe the regular bridge is more than enough. But maybe next time you come up to your bridge push-up, you pause, point the top of your head at the floor, and then push the floor away. And then you can come down the way you came in and try it a few more times. Inhale, push up. Okay, pause, push all the way up, and then come all the way down. So remember to breathe. We'll try it 3 more times, okay, just like this. Inhale all the way up or partially. Exhale all the way down. Okay, just kind of finding what you're comfortable with today. Make sure it feels good. Now, the next time you come up, now it might be a bridge, it might be a bridge push-up, it might be a full bow or full wheel pose. Breathe in wherever you are. Pull your knees toward each other. Breathe. Resist the floor. Okay, maybe one more breath here in your bridge or bridge variation, and then come down slowly on your exhale. Roll yourself all the way down. Nice work, yogis. Some good heart opening happening there, a good shoulder opening. Go ahead and take your hands down beside you. You can do some cactus arms. Arms out to the side. And just move your hips a little to the left and then drop your knees to the right. Looking over to the left here, you're completing your twist. Take some time, close your eyes, just breathe here. Let your big inhales and exhales cool your body down. Maybe taking one more breath here, noticing what a great massage this is in your spine. And then bring it back through center. Okay, pause at center just to move your hips over to the right. Drop the knees to the left. And now you're looking to the right. Close your eyes, settle in. Notice your chest bowing, kind of doming upward away from the floor with the inhales. And notice the strength in your belly button moving inward on the exhales. One more breath and your twist. All right, bring it back in to center. Extend your legs here. Shake them out. Okay, you can get the arms down by your sides again. It's time to rest. So find that wonderful, comfortable resting posture. Tuck your chin in, tuck your shoulder blades under your heart, and just let go here. Finding you can just let go of controlling your breath. No longer need to intentionally lengthen the inhale or exhale. It just is. Same in your body, no longer intentionally doing anything. So if you can find any sort of effort in your body, see if you could just let it go. With each soft and easy breath, you feel more attention, any remaining effort just draining out of your body. And spend some time just being extremely aware of this moment and how you feel in this moment. Every detail about your breath and your body. And please take as long as you can to rest just like this. Just let your practice soak in. But this is where I'll leave you for our practice today. Thanks so much for joining me.